Mayor Eric Adams issued a warning on Saturday that New York City agencies will be forced to reduce their budgets by as much as 15% due to the escalating expenses associated with Biden's migrant crisis. All city departments have been instructed to make a 5% budget reduction by November. This reduction will translate to a substantial financial adjustment amounting to several $billion from the portion of the budget funded by the city, which is part of Adams' $107 billion expenditure plan. However, Adams cautioned that if the city does not receive adequate financial support from the Biden administration or Albany in the early months of the upcoming year, there may be an additional 5% reduction required in both January and April. Since the large influx of asylum seekers to our city began last spring, we have warned New Yorkers that every city service could be impacted by this crisis if we did not get the support we needed, Adams said in a statement. Coupling the costs of a national crisis that has fallen onto New York City with COVID funding that is running out and reduced revenue growth, our city's financial future may be at risk if we do not act, he added. Adams also warned of layoffs in the aftermath of the budget cuts. There's no scenario of a 5% cut at every agency without layoffs, said one source. It will mean dirtier streets and crime could go up. Adams' announcement caught many of the city's politicians by surprise. Oh my God. I don't think any agency could take a 5% cut. It would be detrimental to quality of life, no question, said Councilwoman Gail Brewer, D. Manhattan, who is on the Finance Committee. We're talking about programs that support essential workers, social workers, housing, health care. I don't know if you could do it without layoffs. Councilman David Carr, R. Staten Island, said the mayor's action demonstrates in real time how difficult it is to keep the city financially solvent while maintaining its status as a so-called sanctuary city. Adams recently decried the transmigration tactics of Florida Governor Ron DeSantis and Texas Governor Greg Abbott as destroying New York City. On The View, on Friday, co-host Ana Navarro gave a defense of Adams' "not in my backyard" sentiment. They need to be resettled elsewhere, Navarro said. The View tapes live in New York City. Fox News immigration correspondent Bill Malugin provided context for New York City's objection to migrants being bused to the city. From an awareness perspective, TX busing migrants to sanctuary cities has been incredibly effective, Malugin said. None of these cities expressed concern about the border prior. Now? NYC mayor says city will be destroyed. Chicago begging for federal help. MA activating National Guard. L'attratening tu suigov. Abbott. All while the White House claims their policies are stopping the flow, despite the fact that their own numbers show that is false. Wait until CBP releases the August numbers. They are going to be the highest of 2023. Climate expert Kyle Hunter replied, the Marxist Democrats and other political elites do not have to live under the laws and policies they enact. From climate change policies to illegal immigration to gun laws and COVID-19, they're unaffected by their own lunacy, until now. Ensuring that America's insulated elites are impacted by their destructive policies would go a long way to reforming the nation's broken political system.